It's nice to meet you today, Pat. I'm Chris, and I'm going to be teaching you this week. So I'd like to take 5 minutes just to get to know you a little bit better, to make sure that your learning needs match up with my teaching methods. So it's okay if I ask you a few questions?
That's fine.
Okay. So I'm curious about you. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself? So were you born and raised in Vancouver?
I was.
Okay.
I was born and raised in Vancouver.
Okay. And are you working right now?
I work part-time.
Okay. And how about your family?
I live with my husband and I have 3 adult children. We have 3 adult children and 8 grandchildren.
Oh, so quite a big family. Lots of support around, which is great. So are they the people that you've leaned on in previous times of need?
Yes.
Okay. So how do you see yourself managing your care as we go forward here?
Well, I'm hoping that I can still work part-time and balance that with doing my independent treatment at home. Mm-hmm. And I know that I can call on my family for help. That hasn't happened often, as I am a very independent person and like to do things myself. But I know that they're there.
Okay. So it sounds like remaining independent is a big focus for you, Pat, and it's very important. And that's something that we will definitely work on here with the team to support you to be able to do that. So I'm glad to hear that you've had a chance to talk to your family, and definitely that they're going to be there for you if needed, but at the same time they understand that you'd still like to remain independent.
Yes, I think we could make it work.
Okay. So I'm curious, Pat, how do you learn new things? Do you like to read? Do you like to listen to lectures? Do you watch videos? Or are you sort of a hands-on type of person?
I am a practical, hands-on kind of person.
So could you give me an example of something in the past that you've learned using hands-on?
Well, I'm thinking about the internet. And I had my grandson come over. He came over several times, and he would show me something on the computer, mm-hmm. and then I would sit down and I would repeat what he did and do it right away. And that's the way I learned the best. Yeah,
I would agree. The internet was challenging and somewhat scary to learn at first, but the more we put it into practice, the easier it became, right?
That's right.
Okay. So I know that you've chosen PD as your treatment, Pat. So can you tell me a little bit about what you know about PD?
Well, I know that it is something that you can do at home and be independent. And I know that fluid goes into my tummy and it stays there for a little while and then it gets drained out and then the whole process is repeated.
Okay, fair enough. That's fine. We're going to learn lots over the next few days during your training session, and that will help answer all of your questions, or most of your questions for sure. So if you could pick one thing that you'd really like to learn about, what would that be?
Well, my biggest concern and my sort of fear is that I will make a mistake while I'm doing the exchange, and that will cause me to get an infection. Mm-hmm. And I have heard that is actually very painful, and you can end up in the hospital with that. And so that concerns me.
Okay, I can see that you're really concerned with with preventing infections while you're on peritoneal dialysis, Pat. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the low, 10 being the highest, where would you rate your concerns?
I would have to say a 10.
Oh, a 10. So it's very important that we go over this. So we'll spend some time later discussing infection, or peritonitis as it's called when it's inside your abdomen when you're on PD.
I would like that.
Okay, thank you. So I'll see you in a while.
Thank you.